magazine. I'm reading this magazine article in the salon.com. And at the bottom,
what is it? Feminist magazine?
Salon, like SALN, like salon, hair salon.
Like,
and then at the bottom, they have these around the web little articles, like try to get you into buying stuff or look at stuff. And it says, enlarge prostate gone. Just do this before bed. And it shows a dude.
So the dogs can gnaw on your balls.
Yeah, you get your.
Enlarge your prostate.
If you have a dog, bite your balls. Your
prostate.
Your prostate will go away if your dog bites your balls.
You would. Let me tell you. So that fucking film would just be a bunch of fucking dog killings. So you'd see like 2 hours of fucking those German shepherds munching on it.
Are you talking about the spinoff, Keanu Reeves, the Halle Berry spinoff?
Sophia's her character, Sophia, but didn't you get the impression going? Because I know it's been a little bit since you've seen the film, but it's like that was the typical fucking bringing a knife to a gunfight. Like none of these fucking Sinbad characters that are coming at him with the big fucking swords. Like, they're either getting their nuts chewed off or getting blown up from a fucking Halle Berry or fucking, well, John Wick was barely in this background of that whole fight scene. She's blowing them away. It's like, none of you have guns? Like, what are you going to do? Like, if you're across the room shooting the fucking hell out of your comrades or the other people in there, why am I going to run at you with a fucking big sword?
Because it's cool, man. It's fucking cool. You're missing
cool. What the fucking stupid? After a while, like, okay, 3 or 4 people you kill. Do I really need to see 80 people run at them with swords, like waiting to be shot by Halle Berry or fucking Keanu Reeves? After a while, it's like, what the fuck am I watching here?
You're watching 1980s men's watch 2019 fight scenes. None of it made sense. Why do people wait their turn to fight someone? Huh?
Exactly. And then he's in, like, if you count them, there's like 6 or 7 kills where he's reloading while the guy's just like Mortal Kombat, just being like dizzying, being held by him. Okay, like, just shoot me already is basically what he's saying. Kill me. Like, what the fuck?
Why are people waiting to fight? There's guys.
So
there's a dude with with swords, and they don't even throw it.
Walk in the Sahara Desert for 2 hours and not die, and then when the sheik picks me up, he'll nurse me back to health, giving me an ultimatum to kill my former boss or chop my finger off, or both. Fuck, why?
Because he's on L. What did you call it?
Excommunicado.
Excommunicado. Get the hell out of here. Well,
it just didn't make any sense. Like I want to kill to live to remember my wife, but the one thing that I remember from her, my wedding ring, I'm going to chop my finger off that holds it and give you the ring.
Hold on.
Like,
yeah, now you're wondering how the movie was made so quickly. Exactly that. They're like, all right, how many more fighting scenes do we need to have? And let's have it now. So we need to make this movie and get it out quickly. So what did you watch this movie? What did you watch this movie on?
Worse than 3.
What did you watch?
If it's already done.
4 is just going to be dogs running around biting balls and people just fighting. That's it. The movie's not even going to. There's not even going to be credit.
It's going to make the Matrix 4 under John Wick.
There's going to be no. There's going to be no. Yeah, there's going to be.
Telling them, kill him, Neo.
There's going to be a Matrix type theme with John Wick 4.
There is a Matrix 4.
And then all of a sudden, Ted comes out of a phone booth, and he's like, "Yo, dudes, why are we all fighting?" And then all of a sudden, they bring back George Carlin from the dead. And then,
so was his daughter playing his role now in
yeah.
Bill and Ted film, I hope?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So I got to ask you this now. So where did you watch this on? What did you watch this movie on? What streaming?
So Vudu. I got it digitally from a coworker. I watched it. It's on the Vudu library because I think I have 1 and 2 in the library. 1 from a friend when he gave me the movies to convert, and I think 2 I got from somebody else too. So I'm pretty sure I got all the Wicks in the Vudu library, the streaming.
So I'll give you one. If you ever get Netflix,
I have access to Netflix.
I watched Extraction with Thor, Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth
was an interesting movie. Very John Wickish. He is
Extraction.
Yep, Extraction, where he is a bounty or a vigilante or something, and he saves a kid. And you should watch that movie. We should talk about that movie because there's dogs in it biting balls. So,
you know what I'd like?
and there is a really strong female.
There's to come back in time in the phone booth and take me back to the middle of this film and tell me not to watch it.
Well, and there's
resume it to work.
You'll like Extraction too because there's a really strong female lead, and
let me ask you this.
And she has cats, and they just run around and they scratch people's eyes.
Cats on it?
Yeah, the cats
just scratch people's face off.
Cats are like, oh yeah, and they're like, oh my eyes, and they just run off.
Do you feel a threat? See, okay, so I'm gonna. Obviously, it was cool. I'm not gonna lie. There was cool. I think it was a little bit overkill. But okay, you might have a cool character in the Sophia character here, but you also see the Ghostbusters fail, the Birds of Prey fail. So I'm going to ask you before we run out of time here is do you feel like it's an uphill battle for a lot of these studios to come up? Because look at Star Wars, the Rey, people got pissed off. She's Mary Sue. She has no fucking development. She's just super powerful. You know, all these female characters are trying to shove down her throat, like Captain Marvel and all this other shit. You know, probably our best ones are going to be Black Widow and Wonder Woman, but we can't talk about them yet because this virus pushed those films back to the end of the year. So do you feel like it's hard to get these female characters over, so to speak? Do you feel like it's got to really be a badass film? Do you feel like it's overkill that they're trying all this shit to throwing this shit against the wall to find out which
we're forgetting badass female characters like Angelina Jolie was good. And I think
she was Tomb Raider, right? Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about her?
Tomb Raider and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I think that you have strong female action stars out there. And but
not all of them.
I do think Black Widow is going to be because her in those Avenger movies is just badass anyways.
She is, and I agree. I think they could have released her own solo movie before. I don't know. I feel like that she's not really dead.
But she's
that'll be revealed.
And she's she's badass in those movies. I always found myself really, she was cool to watch in those movies. So
she should have Hawkeye should have died in that fucking Avengers film. Like it was a female that talked. I don't know. It was one of the Russos out of fucking. Because Hawkeye was supposed to die in there, and then it would have sad part would have been his family lives, but he dies. But some fucking female, I don't know who the fuck it was, tells I think it was one of the Russo brothers or scriptwriter, and said, "Don't you dare rob her of this moment." Like she was the one to make the sacrifice. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about Hawkeye. He got fucking died in that pit. Said he'd kill fucking Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow. Like fucking, she had her own movie coming up, and like now it's got to be set in the past.
And I'll tell you this. Nothing's more than sexy female roles that are badasses. Jennifer Lopez in the train robbery movie with
train robbery.
What was that movie called? Money Train. Money Train. When she was in Money Train.
I've never seen a Jennifer Lopez movie.
Oh, she was badass in that movie, man. She was a cop. Oh. So
I thought you were going to say Sandra Bullock in Speed 2 or whatever the fuck it was.
I know, but Sandra Bullock in Miss Congeniality. Badass watching that. It was good.
Never seen that either.
I think maybe we need to have a little movie marathon.
What was it? Gravity? Did you see Gravity? We should review that film.
No, what we should do is we should have a Netflix. We should have a Netflix watch party, and we can watch all these movies together. Take notes.
Do you like Gravity? Have you seen it with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney? And
no,
it was an interesting film. I'll put it that way.
Another time we'll watch this. All you got to know is that there's other movies out there. One of them is with Vin Diesel called Bloodshot. And another movie out here is the Beastie Boys story. I may have to watch that. So,
Beastie Boys 3.
as we lock in quarantine, this is what we're stuck watching: is movies that are released on Amazon.
So, what was your rating? What out of 5? What did you give Wick? 3.
I gave it like a 3. I didn't think it was that great of a movie.
You give it 3 too.
But again, I don't really like
3,
those. I don't
3,
really.
I think is generous. 3 for John Wick 3. For me, that was at the highest I could give the film, just because I easily, as I think about it more, could give it a lower grade. But I mean, there were some really cool things in it. I'm not gonna lie, but then there was some stupid shit in the film too. So I just, yeah. I mean,
Well, there you have it, folks. Me, Podcast You Listen, with MC's review. Remember, those are MC's views, and MC can view what he wants. All you got to know is that he doesn't like dogs biting balls, and enough with making John Wick seem like a big baby.
All those guys have to spit off by German Shepherd.
Yeah, John Wick was just a big baby. Well, listen to us next time when we review another movie that we've watched. Maybe we'll watch, I don't know, have you seen Meatballs, the movie yet? Or Caddyshack?
Meatball?
Or Caddyshack?
Caddyshack? What are you talking about?
There you go, folks. It just tells you how far behind he is on watching his movies. Maybe next time we'll watch Star Wars, the first one, New Hope. So...
fucking Casablanca with fucking Humphrey Bogart.
MC will finally get the access codes and watch all these movies from 1978 on. So...
It's black and white.
Me Podcast You Listen. Make sure to subscribe. And if you want us to review a movie, just let us know. But make sure MC has access to it. So send him your Netflix password or Amazon so he can watch it.
I have access to Netflix.
All right. Oh, I gotta get to my football meeting. So MC, thanks for tuning in to Me Podcast You Listen, and tune in next week.